really when I started to become passionate about climate justice work specifically was when I, returned home from my undergrad and pursuing my master's degree abroad, and really started to recognize the ways in which climate change threatens my community specifically, and the ways that climate impacts our state and the Western states in particular. Really where my passion lies is in climate justice work, and that it's a perfect blend of my love for creation and my love for people and for ecological issues and sociological issues and the areas in which those two intersect. Creation care and stewardship of land and resources is, built into it's built into scripture. It's built into our calling as Christians, as children of God. And it's difficult, I think, for churches and church communities to kind of take that on and tackle that idea of creation care and resource stewardship. But our churches are perfect places and perfect groups to be leading in this space. I would say just one thing is just to think about your energy use and maybe look into how energy is produced in your state, what kind of consumption your specific home has, and what kind of energy you're using, and think about ways to reduce that, whether it's small ways like, we all remember to turn off our lights, I hope, right? But we might not be thinking about, setting back thermostats, or thinking about when we use energy too can also make a huge difference. So I'm all about energy. I think energy is huge. I'm subscribed to a couple newsletters that I get kind of semi-weekly. So one of them that I really like is Climate Forward through the New York Times. And it's really, really great, up to date, really well researched and relevant stuff. And then the other newsletter that I really like getting and reading is a little different, but it's a newsletter called Keep Cool. And it's all about climate tech and new inventions and solutions going on in the climate tech world. That it's actually really that's a really encouraging one, because it's a cool way to hear about all kinds of new innovations that people are working on all over the world. There's a podcast for that one as well. Every year when I'm traveling with people, I always hear, "Oh, this is the lowest I've ever seen the reservoir," or "I've never seen the rivers this low." It's always, that's the theme, and that's the norm now. And it's scary and it's alarming. Fires were kind of a rare thing when I was growing up, in Colorado, and now, fires and smoke and air quality is something we need to be constantly aware of in the summer months.